Welcome to This Is Important, a production of iHeartRadio, the show where we talk about what's obviously most critically, crucially important.
Today on This Is Important.
The first titty drips are the most powerful titty drips.
So can you buy jizz on eBay?
I'm feeling a lull here. I can't wait to get out of this. What are we gonna talk about? It's about to get crazy.
Strap in.
Bring the energy!
Get ready to suck
Oh, shit. Wow. I'm so glad it said suck it and it wasn't the actual guy because he would have come after us.
Michael Buffer?
Yeah.
I was like, is Blake trying to get a suit, bro? Is he trying to get a suit?
No way, man. We're on the full DX train, baby.
Do you guys know the brothers, the Buffer brothers?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So is this well-known knowledge out there?
Yeah, I feel like it is pretty well known, but let the idiots know.
What are you gonna say?
Oh.
Yeah, let all the stupid idiots.
Let the fucking morons who don't know cool pop culture trivias.
Will you let them?
Can
Yeah,
I finish?
please let them. Let the fucking morons, the idiot bitches who don't know stuff. Go ahead.
All right. Will you let me?
Yeah, fucking let the idiots who don't know cool stuff. Go ahead.
Okay. So Michael Buffer.
Okay.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Distinguished gentleman, right? Buttoned up.
Yeah.
He came up with "Let's get ready to rumble," coined it, and now he gets paid tens of millions of dollars just to say that line and introduce fighters.
By the way, you just got sued. Sued.
You're done.
I probably did. But so then his brother, fucking, what? I don't even know this dude's name, but he's like
Alan
he's
Buffer?
the UFC. No, the Bobby Buff.
Bobby Buffer?
Is it Bobby?
No, I don't know, but that'd be a tight name.
Everybody knows. This is fucking day one stuff, dude. Everybody knows this fucking shit.
It's clearly far worse.
We just lost all viewership.
He just says, "Let's get it on," right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like a little looser and gruffer, and like he has to like jump around the stadium, the ring.
Yeah, he like wiggles a lot. Yeah.
Let's get it on.
And Michael Buffer's like all clean cut, cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And pretty classic line. Like, I mean, you can't even say it without him suing your ass. So I think you just got sued.
That's how you know it's classic.
There's the one dude who does the UFCs where he goes like fighting when he like announces your corners.
That's the brother. That's who we're talking about.
That's him. That's Bobby Buffer.
That's whatever his name is.
Mitch Buffer.
It's Mitch Buffer.
Derek Buffer. It's Michael Buffer's brother. That's the whole point.
Yeah. But he says like let's get it on.
Yeah. Let's get it on. And you're like, that's not good at all. The other one soars, it gets you pumped. This one is just like a guy being like,
well, you know what we should do? We should be the guy for the UFC. I'd do that. I'd go to a UFC match and announce it. You know, Dana White, I'm assuming he follows all three of us. He follows me on Instagram. He's DM'd me before.
Oh,
I think he must have been a Workaholics fan or something. So
should we look it up?
Get on
I don't
board.
think he follows me.
Okay, well, he probably just follows me then.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's get it on.
Are you ready to popos out?
I'm rocking your hat, homie.
Dana White. Here we go. Doesn't follow me, which is fine. Not a fan.
Adam,
oh, look at that
the
hat.
Fitness.
Rich and sporty.
Can you come a little closer to the camera?
Yeah, will you show the people
I
at
punched
home?
you. I just punched you, dude.
That looks sick, dude. Good shit, man.
It says
Sporty
fitness,
and rich.
Sporty and rich.
Damn, you're all three of those things, man, and we love that about you.
Mm-hmm. Then he
Your
turns it
fitness?
backwards, so nobody knows.
I am fitness. I am fitness.
Absolutely.
You fitspire me. Can I be honest?
I want to be a fitspiration for
You are Fitspo.
You fitspire me.
for everyone out there. We just got back from shooting the movie, shooting Outlaws in Atlanta. Just got back yesterday.
Yeah.
And Isaac, our manager, who was with me the entire time, he was an executive producer on this movie, which he didn't do anything. He sat behind monitors,
Zero. I can't imagine what it could do.
8 snacks.
What would he be doing?
literally eating snacks. It's a great gig. If you can ever become an executive producer on a movie where your client is the lead, do it, because it's just free snacks.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But he ended up.
And by the way, if you are one of those producer guys who sits on set and you're hearing this, you're kind of going, "Oh fuck, is that me?"
Yeah.
It is you.
It is
okay,
you.
and everyone wonders what you're doing there. You're likable. People like you, but everyone is also
love the
wondering,
guy.
why are you here?
Why are you here? And it's for snacking purposes.
Right,
and,
recommending
and,
restaurants in the area that you've discovered because you have all this time.
Yeah, because you have a lot of free time.
Yeah.
So he was there, and he like, oh, I bet we both gained so much weight. Isaac gained 7 pounds. I'm gonna gain 1 pound.
Wow.
I'm getting 1 pound, which is
you're on camera.
huge.
Yeah. Yes, that's great. That's huge for you. Yes.
Yes,
That's great.
normally I'm a real dump truck, and by the end of a production, I'm like, oh, I gained 38 pounds.
Right.
though.
I can't stop eating.
But
That
you
is
did
right. I
good.
can't stop eating, but
Look
I
at
did
your-
good this one.
Yeah, look at your jawline. It's really popping.
And you had fun.
Yeah.
I did have fun, yeah.
And did you eat well?
I ate great. Yeah, I ate great. You know what I didn't do? I didn't have dinner that often because I was so tired by the end of the day.
So you didn't eat well. You
No,
ate
I ate
healthfully.
I ate an awesome lunch because the catering was really good. So I had all the catering food and would snack during the day, and then just not have really much of a dinner.
I mean, if are we being honest? Lunch is the best meal of the day. There's no challenge.
Dude, love me some lunch.
There's
boy.
no challenge.
Love
I see a little. I feel a stinky take coming on from me. What?
When I hear some stupid shit said, I get it all stinky.
See ya.
Obviously, lunch is the worst meal of the day.
How could you eat? What are you talking about?
talking
You
about?
can eat anything for lunch.
You can eat breakfast for lunch. You can eat dinner for lunch.
Ex-
Lunch is
hey,
the
by the
perfect
way,
meal.
can I just? Who's eating lunch for dinner? Nobody. Who's eating lunch for breakfast? Absolutely no. Breakfast for lunch
can
is
hold up.
breakfast.
What?
No, it's
No,
and not if you're
that's-
eating it at lunchtime. Not if you're eating it at lunchtime. You can have eggs.
So it's the time.
Yeah, time. It's the time.
It's the time.
If it's in the,
That's
if it's in the middle of
precisely
your
what it is.
day,
Then the
Then you
best meal is third dinner. What was the Taco Bell ad campaign?
Oh fuck, dude.
Fourth meal. Sorry, it's fourth meal.
baby.
Fourth meal is the best meal.
Yeah.
Where
That
my
is
boys at
true.
on that one?
Where all my fourth meal boys run
I'd
for the
fuck up-
border,
I'd
So
fuck
baby.
up
okay.
fourth meal.
So if it's just the time, sure, lunch.
It's the middle of the day. Eating in the middle of the day is the best time because then you can eat like a fucking pig. And
Eating
you
after
can
midnight
really-
is great.
And then you don't. So my game plan was I'm gonna eat like a monster for lunch.
Yeah.
Then have enough energy to make it
I
through
eat because I'm unhappy.
the rest of my day, and then I get home and I didn't have. I was like I'm either working out or I'm studying lines. And I'm going to bed.
Okay.
And I didn't gain any weight besides the 1 lb, which is nothing. That is a hard fart for
Right.
me.
But
Yeah,
that's a good.
sure.
That's
You
I
good.
fart and lose a pound.
You could fart out a whole pound of gas.
Dude, I do. I
Wow.
do too.
Is,
Just deflate
Let it go.
is your gas is like super heavier than air? That would be.
I feel
fucking
like
sick. If you
my-
filled a balloon, it would just like go through concrete.
Well, when I fart, you see it. It's heavy. You see it. You see.
Go ahead, continue.
It's like when you look off look down you're in a parking lot in the middle of the summer and you see the heat.
The
sort of-
vapor? You say your
Sitting
farts
there.
have vapor?
You got the vapors.
Yeah,
You got the
my farts
vapors, bro.
are heavy with the vapors.
You fart and then mirages appear?
Well, if you inhale it deep enough, man,
Damn,
you might
son.
see a
No,
little-
but- sorry. So what Blake is describing, and Blake named the thing you were describing, which is a mirage, when like it appears that there's water. Anyway,
No,
you know, in the summertime when there's like the thing, and Blake goes mirages, you go, it's totally that too.
Well, no, I'm saying it's you could
It's
see
science.
you could see it.
No,
you know
I
how,
think
like you
mira-
see the
You're
heat,
saying heat waves.
heat waves.
Heat
Yes.
waves or vapors, right? I think
But then I'm
vapors are
like,
what
if you
they are.
inhale deep enough, maybe it's
It's
like
a mad hit.
Oh, like
It's
a
like a mad hit or
hallucination
something.
makes you hallucinate?
I don't know what was that stuff that didn't they do that in like prison where they would like huff?
That's
fucking shit?
jankum. That's jankum.
They would
It's like-
ferment like
Like shit
stuff in the
bottles.
toilet.
Yeah.
And
That's
then you
toilet
inhale it.
wine.
But that's what's happening with my bowels is it's fermented when it comes out already fermented.
We gotta get Pierce on the show to hear you talk like this.
we gotta try jankum together.
We gotta
Dude,
get
Pierce is the classiest guy. I feel like he'd lose a lot of respect for me if he heard this
Yeah.
podcast.
Wait, did
Absolutely.
Blake fully explain jankum just now enough for people at home?
Well,
I forget what it is. I would like a quick tutorial.
I probably will airball the definition, but for what I thought it was, and I thought it was like when you like shit into some sort of like a receptacle and you let it ferment and you basically make a alcohol out of like shit.
Is it even the alcohol, or do you just huff?
Or do you just huff the fumes?
I think you just huff the vapors. I think you huff the vapors.
Yeah, you might just huff.
I thought you huffed it. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe like, admittedly, I'm sort of joking. I feel like I don't
sort of
think
you are?
I don't think that I have the grossest farts out of all of us. I feel like it sucks because Kyle's not here anymore, and obviously he's the go-to smelliest one, and it'd be easy to know that he has the
bitch.
Know that he has the grossest farts,
right?
But between the three of us, I don't know if I do. I might.
Oh, you would.
I don't know.
Well, 100,000% do.
Blake and I are on the exact same page, and we just need you to just listen for one moment.
All right.
You're the king of farting and not admitting it for some reason.
Yeah, you're bad, dude.
And you always go, "What are you talking about? I would gladly," but you don't.
I would gladly.
But you don't. You always fart, and then you go, "I'm gonna just walk over here," and you've already farted, and it smells very bad. It's the coffee. It's got to be the coffee, or I don't know what.
Dude, you better not have done that to Pierce, man. If you did that to Pierce, I'm gonna be so upset with you.
No, because I don't fart that much, and I think you guys maybe when I do fart, it's a real potent brew because I don't fart that often.
Because you're fermenting it, you're letting it sit, you're hotboxing it in your butthole.
Yeah, because it's fermenting. I'm letting it ferment in my body.
You fart jankum.
I think you guys probably fart more often.
Yes, for sure.
You forget that we spent so much time together in the Workaholics writers' room for 7 years, 6 years, that we're with each other for 12, 14 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week for years. So, and we lived together constantly.
Mostly farting. Most of that was farts.
So you guys were throwing out a lot more farts, but when I fart, dude.
Yeah.
Hold up.
We know.
I fart. So, but I'm saying if it is me, I'll gladly own up to it.
You don't, though.
I mean, here's what I know. Here's what I know. Here's what I know. I remember that you have farted and I have smelled it and that it has been bad.
Okay.
I don't know if I remember. I've heard Kyle's farts. I don't know if I've smelled them. I know that goes without saying. I know that they're 100% the worst. Blake, I don't know. I can't remember you farting. I assume you have. Do you guys remember me farting and smelling it?
I don't remember you farting and smelling it at all.
But do you remember
Do you
Adam?
mind if I talk to you about diarrhea?
Do you remember Adam farting and you smelling it?
1,000%.
Which leads me to believe
it's like a tattoo on your nostrils. You never forget it.
right.
It is in
You
there.
know it's a him.
Yes.
All right. Well, maybe.
crazy?
All right, and then we just cut to ads right after that. All right. Trojan, the number one.
And then it goes to the betterhelp.com.
Did you hear about the girl selling her farts for she was making like 40 grand a month or something? Some
Nice.
like TikTok girl.
Good.
Maybe
That shit's important.
I have like a special brew. Like maybe my farts are so potent that like if you're like that's your weird kink. Maybe I'm the guy. Maybe I start a little side hustle, side biz. You know, I do movies. I do TV. I'm a podcaster, and I sell farts, and I kind of do it all. I'm a true Renaissance
aromatherapist.
man.
I'm a nice man.
There you go. Man.
What was that? One more time.
Oh, you don't know?
I'm a nice man.
I'm an ass man? Come on.
I'm an ass man.
Well, what is that from? I
don't know. I've never heard
it.
it.
Sounds like I'm a nice man. It doesn't sound like I'm an ass man. Hit us with it again.
Okay, here we go.
I'm a nice man.
Oh, man. It kind of does sound like ma'am and...
It sounds like I'm a nice ma'am.
And what is that?
What is that
It's
from?
Badass Billy Gunn. It's from old school WWE, the New Age Outlaws. We got a lot of wrestling stuff on.
Everyone knows that one. Everyone knows that one.
They know if you know Michael Buffer, you know Badass Billy Gunn. All right.
Well,
No,
I feel like I went in on.
Michael.
I know a lot about Michael Buffer and nothing about that person or that phrase.
Yeah.
Is it Bruce Buffer? Is it
Bruce?
Bruce?
Bruce
Is it?
the brother. Yeah. I think that's right.
Such a great name. That might be top 5 male name, Bruce. Or female. It's just name. It could be anybody's name, but Bruce is a good one.
Well, it would be an absolute insane female name. You're really putting a lot on that poor little on your daughter. If you name your daughter Bruce,
Mom, Dad is my fiance Bruce.
That's a heavy name to put on a little girl. It's a heavy name to put on anyone.
Man, if your name is Bruce, you have so much to live up to. I feel like you're either like a defensive lineman or you star in action movies. And I'm talking about Bruce Willis.
Obviously, yeah. Yeah,
okay.
I feel like the name Bruce has come and gone. I don't know if anyone's naming their child Bruce.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not very common.
Yeah, it's strong, though. It's so good. I feel like women don't want to name their sons Bruce because it is just such a good... It's such like an older dad name, not yet a grandpa name. Grandpa names women love.
Not yet a grandpa.
Grandpa and grandma names are coming back. We're talking if and when Chloe gets pregnant, like... there's a lot of grandma names in the midst that we're
What are you thinking?
Pitching on.
Dorothy?
Right. Yeah, that'd be Dorothy. She could
There's
go by the name.
Dots.
She could be Dot. Dorothy. Yeah. That's cute as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Dorothy's cute.
Doriori.
Yeah.
Hey, Arvella.
Arvella is sick. Actually,
call her R.
Yeah, that's what.
Call her
hey,
R.
Yeah, she's like a little pirate.
Huh. Yeah.
R. Shut the fuck up. R, get over here.
Hey.
My grandma's name was Arvella. I'm like, that's a cool player. That's a cool name. Arvella and Bruce.
Yeah.
Or if her middle name is Bruce and call her R Bruce Devine.
Arvella and Bruce Devine.
R Bruce Devine, baby. I love it. I like the name Chuck. Chuck's a good one. Chuck, Bruce.
Well, that's just Charles, right?
Well, whenever I hear Chuck, I hear Chuck and Buck suck and fuck.
When you close your eyes at night, you hear that. Yeah.
Why?
From that movie. It was that Mike White movie where there were Chuck and Buck.
But that's where the first thing you go when you hear Chuck?
Yeah, you hear Chuck and Buck suck and fuck.
I guess I go Chuck Liddell, and then I go straight to Chuck and Buck suck and fuck.
Really? I mean, you guys are definitely in the minority.
Or Chucky.
What movie is that? It's a movie... It's a Mike White movie where like
Chuck and Buck.
It's Chuck and Buck, yeah. And the premise is it's this guy shows up at his old friend's house, and they were childhood friends, and they're like, he's weird that he just kind of showed up at his door, and the wife is like, no, let him come in. You guys are old friends.
And the one guy is like a weirdo, but the other guy's like a success story of the small town, and he's gone on to bigger and better things.
And then it's revealed that they used to suck and fuck each other when they were kids.
Yes.
And that's kind of the crazy turn.
And the success story guy's trying to like put that behind him.
Yeah,
but the loser
that's not our nickname.
Is like,
we weren't Chuck and Buck suck and fuck.
The loser's I'll never forget. I'm still in love with you.
I almost think you two guys have pitched this movie before, and you guys both are the only two people who have ever seen it. And
it's an amazing film. It's a really good movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
it's Mike White. He's really good.
It's your Freddy Got Fingered, is what you're saying.
Well,
no,
no,
it's my Chuck and Buck.
No, it's not. Freddy Got Fingered is my Freddy Got Fingered.
Right,
that's true. I love that one.
I remember watching Freddy Got Fingered on me and Austin Anderson, who I moved out to California with, a good buddy of ours. We were in a hotel room staying with his dad, like looking for colleges when I was 18. Like maybe we were going to go to like Boulder. And so we were out there looking at the college and that kind of stuff. And in that hotel room that night, we snuck off, smoked some weed, and then came back and had his dad pay to watch Freddy Got Fingered. And we're laughing so hard, we're crying. And his dad was like getting upset at us. He's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why are you laughing so hard at this? He was like angry that we found it so funny.
Because he thought it was so stupid?
Because he thought it was so stupid.
Yeah.
Yes, he was like, he could not wrap his head around why we thought it was so funny. It helped that we had just smoked some kine bud.
Yeah, shit. I wish you could have let him in. He probably been like, oh, now I get it.
People don't say kind bud anymore. I feel like we used to say kind bud a lot.
We're old.
Well, is that a specific brand? Maybe
it's not a brand. No, it's not a brand. It used to be because there was like shitty weed, and we called them regs or mids, and that was like kind of shitty, the shitty stuff there. And then if you got the top of the line stuff, it was kind bud. But now everything is, the weed has gotten so goddamn good that everybody is just smokes kind bud.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think more you hear about if something's like mid or whatever, like if somebody's not smoking good stuff, but weed has come a long way. It's very fucking strong and delicious.
It
at
has.
this point.
Here, I'm going to show you guys. Can came out with a bottle.
Here we go.
I'm gonna try to get you guys one of these because they're fucking
from
delicious.
Can.
I'll be right
A
back.
bottle.
Let's see some Can bottle. Is it a different variation?
Hey, while he's gone, I've never seen Chuck unboxing a fuck. I don't know what he's talking
Really?
about.
You
Yeah, I think he made it up. I think it's. Oh, shit, he's back. Oh no, he's not back. Okay, so anyway, I've never seen it. I just like to team up against you. I hate you. I want to be Adam's best friend.
Yeah.
I know it's not gonna happen.
That's fine. I have my board.
It's a long shot. Bored teenager. We get it. It's very funny.
You should
I should what? I should what?
You should
Go ahead. I should what?
You should go over to Adam's house and hang out with him more often.
Yeah, no. He's back. Hey.
What
anyway,
up, dude?
Chuck and Buck, my man.
Look at this, dude. Isn't this
Okay.
tight?
Holy shit. That's like
mixing?
a 40, dude.
Yeah, it's sick.
Wait, are you supposed to take that down in one sitting, or is
You
that
absolutely aren't supposed to do that.
okay?
Now, what is that
Okay.
compared? What is that compared to what comes in a regular can?
Yeah.
What's the
So
difference?
regular can is 2 milligrams, and this is 60. And I
It is,
drank.
but sorry, is the
I drank like
can
10 or
carbonated?
so.
Is the can carbonated?
Yeah, that looks like a juice.
And is that not carbonated?
Yeah,
like,
this
is it a
not
different
carbonated
style
yeah,
thing?
it's to mix, I believe. So you so this you mix with like a 7-Up or whatever, and it was fucking delicious last night. I'm gonna score you guys a couple of these.
Yeah,
Please
give me
do.
one of
Thank
those
you.
40s of can, dude.
Daddy thirsty.
What would happen if we took down a whole bottle? Do you think that'd be dangerous?
I'm willing to try for a podcast.
yeah.
I bet we would be on the fucking moon. It's 60 milligrams, so that's you're flying real high.
60 milligram? Damn. I was going to say we could do it for the 69th episode, maybe drink.
Yeah, the 69th episode is coming up, huh? That's
Yeah, it's like 2 away, I think. What are we going to do?
Man, do we quit?
Do we call it?
Yeah. Do we get Kyle back for one?
Do we hand the keys over to Kyle and let him do a solo?
Oh, I would love to hear his solo pod.
Yeah, he's got time for that.
Freaking see ya.
If we were better at what we do, podcasting, if we were better, we would have released our hardcore pornographic magic eyes
Yes.
NFTs for the 69th episode, and we're
That's
blowing
true.
it. We're
Yeah.
blowing it.
Well,
you know what we
maybe
should do is bide
not do
some
anything?
time
Yeah.
and just call them 67A.
67 and a half.
Yeah, and then just sort of step it out until we have the pornographic magic eye NFTs available.
We can do anything we want. That's the best part.
Yeah,
That is what's
there's
so
no
fun
rules in
about
the
us.
pod game. That's why we signed up for this shit, because there's no rules. We could just do whatever the frick we want, dude. It's sick.
Yeah, I remember that's how they pitched it to us. They were like, you can do whatever the frick you want. There's no rules. And we signed up.
Yeah, and here we are, breaking all the rules that aren't even in existence.
Right.
I'm feeling a lull here. I can't wait to get out of this. What are we going to talk about? It's about to get crazy.
You felt a lull. I felt just like introspective moment. Really, it's just like a time to gather myself.
Durs likes to call out lulls.
Yeah,
That's
he
his
like-
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
do that in a conversation if you're at a party or something? And
You're like, this sucks.
you know, because they say it happens every like 7 minutes or something, that a good conversation's going, and then all of a sudden a lull will happen, and then someone will chime in with, oh, you know what I heard.
Yeah.
In a conversation, do you call that out?
What I like to do is I go, awkward.
Hey, what happened?
I like that.
What
dude.
happened was, I just got the wedding video. You guys
See?
are shining bright.
Here comes Durs. Here comes Durs.
Here we go. We're getting out.
Here comes Durs.
in the wedding videos. Blake's speech, home
Wait,
run.
you have it on tape?
Oh yeah,
See?
dude. What do you mean? There's a whole camera crew there. Yeah, they're making the wedding video. What do you?
Oh yeah,
you
dude.
were you were lit. You were lit for it.
Yeah,
Man.
for sure. It was great. It was an amazing wedding. We didn't even cover it on the pod, dude. But now, I guess the cat's out of the bag. Your shit's in vogue, brother. That's wild.
Yeah,
In
my neighbor came up to
Vogue.
me and was like, saw you in Vogue. And I said, you saw In Vogue live? And then they were like, no, I saw you in Vogue. And I'm like, the show you.
You're like, shut the fuck up.
Yes,
You,
punch!
and I go, you saw you, the show? And then she goes, are you doing
man.
the Fox News thing? And I go, hilarious, right?
And you're like, who's on first?
Fox News is so funny.
Nobody knows this. Your wedding was amazing. I was working, so I got there late. I didn't get to go to the rehearsal dinner and give a speech. Would I have been asked to give a speech?
You would have, yeah.
Well,
do you want the speech? Not
yeah,
now.
if you could. No, if you could.
Maybe for the 69th episode?
Yeah.
To give you my
idea.
earnest wedding.
Wait,
I would
Ernest
love
goes
that.
to Adam's wedding?
Hey, I like you a lot. Know what I mean?
I would love to. You give a very earnest speech for my
Because I never
wedding.
have been. I've never been earnest with you from day one.
No. There's been no earnest moments. Dude, so I just had to give like a little speech at the end of wrapping The Outlaws.
Right. Yes.
It's like I'm the lead of the
Congratulations.
movie. It's a big deal for me.
Right.
And, they're like, and that's a wrap.
We just want to go. Are you? What? Yeah.
And so, like, I had to be earnest.
Yeah.
It was I felt so awkward. Something about being earnest when you're like when you're a comedy person, it feels so, I'm a comedy person.
Right.
It feels so, I do know what you mean, Blake. It feels so goddamn awkward to be just like very real with people.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
I'm 100% on your page. I'm 100% on the same page as you. And that, I feel like that's completely changed because all I'm seeing from like comedy people on social media is
It's just
them being
earnestness.
100% earnest and like overly supportive of their friends. And I'm like,
It's weird, dude.
why are we all being so sweet?
Hey, I'm supportive of you guys, but like, I'll make like fart noises when you're talking and stuff. Like,
it goes without saying, doesn't it?
Wait.
yeah,
Well,
it would make me feel awkward if you guys were like, "We believe in you, Adam." It's like, well, yeah, I know you do. Don't make it a weird thing that you believe in me this much.
Yes. And then when you get to a wedding and you have to give a speech, you're like, I've heard this almost every day from my friend. It's not
Right.
special.
Yeah, and those moments when you guys are being earnest, it was great. Like Blake's speech was phenomenal. He crushed it.
Aw, thanks, dude.
Made
Well, it's
Chloe
just-
feel like a queen.
No pressure.
Thank you.
Truly, just kind of like off the top of the dome, and just spoke from my heart because I love you guys and you're the best.
Thanks, buddy. Blake is better than Durs and I at being earnest. I will
For
say
sure.
that. He's way better at being earnest.
My speech is going to be an open letter to our Bruce Devine about how wonderful her parents are.
Here he goes, funny guy over here.
Yep.
But
Hey,
it'll
and
be
I'm
earnest.
excited.
It's
I'm
a
excited
funny
to
package,
see it.
earnest on the inside.
Well, I mean,
Know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
I think that might be a response. I mean, I don't know. Like, because why is it? Because what you guys are saying is true. Is like comedians have pulled back this like veil of always being funny. And it kind of sucks because like,
hate
somebody has to just be funny all the time. But I think it has to do with like, we saw people like Robin Williams like suffering from like depression and like the whole headline now is
so
like,
you think you can cure people of depression just like by being nice? That's not how it works.
no, I'm saying that like,
So you might as well be mean to them.
I'm saying that like people want to be aware that the person who's making you laugh is also can be sad as well. And it's like, sometimes it feels like maybe it was a burden that comedians held on to always be putting it out there.
Hey, I
But
don't know.
I agree. I agree. I think just
I feel like there's not much. Yeah, it's to each their own. You could do whatever the fuck you want to do.
For
I'm just
sure.
saying, as it's like a huge cultural shift that now,
Huge.
like you can't even shit on anyone anymore. Like that's
Right.
not. People are like fucking touchy about it, and you're like, hey man, what and
Right.
you're like, no, he's a buddy of mine. I'm just shitting
Yeah.
on him.
Right.
We're very good friends. I'm like,
right.
Yeah, you guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
the
know.
bitch.
and I can say that.
I know. Yeah, true.
Behind your
Yeah.
back, behind your back to your face.
I mean, I get what you guys are saying, but it is refreshing to see the people who are just always just on and comedians and just everything they put out basically on social media is funny only and not giving a side of themselves that is like
Right.
dark or whatever.
And by the way, I'm not saying you have to be like mean all the time, like Jezelnik or whatever, where it's like that's the bit. But like it's just being fun.
Like, because that's not even my style of comedy is being mean.
yeah,
but
it's
I like,
not
I'm joking with my friends. I wouldn't call it. It's not like mean spirited most
Right.
of the time. Sometimes I call Eric Griffin a piece of shit. But
Yeah, I mean, we
love
did it
the
for
guy.
5 minutes on the
Yeah.
last podcast. Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
and he
And-
called me about it.
Because it hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
Did you say step back from that ledge, my friend?
I hope so.
No, I screened his call.
Fuck you, asshole.
Oh, that's how it goes, man.
I wonder, do you think people are being nice because they want people to be nice? You know how like psychologically you are what you want people to be to you kind of thing?
I think it is like the pandemic thing where everyone got in a real dark place that like any negativity, which I kind of got that too. Like I didn't want to watch any shows that or movies that kind of bummed me out or made me sad. Like I watch Nomadland. Nomadland, is that the name of it? Yeah, and it was just it was just like fucking depressing. And I'm like, and it was during the middle of the pandemic. I'm like, I don't want to watch this shit. I think that's why Ted Lasso is such a hit. Like, I don't think it's the funniest show that's ever came out. I think it's
oh, wow, you're alone. You're alone.
I know.
There.
Shut up, I know. Bitch. I am.
I'm becoming Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I don't think it's the funniest show that's ever existed. I think it makes people feel good, and we're in a time that people just want to feel good. You know,
it definitely slipped a nice Mickey to the world when it was like, "Hey, are you sad? Want to feel good? Watch this." And then people, I didn't watch season 2, but people kind of shat on it. I feel bad.
Yeah, people are back to maybe they don't want to feel that good all the time. They're like, okay, yeah, we get it. We're
mean again. Already? I know we don't fucking hang on to our lessons long enough. We go right back to being mean and fucking grumpy way too quick. Yeah. It's been rough, dude. It's been rough.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people do it because they want to be seen a certain way. It doesn't seem as genuine as it might have 10 years ago, where you go like, hey, you know how people are kind of like not the nicest people to each other constantly all the time? This guy is. And he stood out, or she stood out, or they stood out. And now everyone's nice, so you're like, you're just doing this because everyone's watching.
Right.
And you have to, and you put it out too.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like Keanu Reeves was just being a nice as fuck person and not posting about it.
Right.
Like not making it a thing.
It would leak,
and then he did
that he gave all that money to the CGI
and then
people.
He did that for years until like people started to speak on his behalf.
Right.
And we're like, dude, he's not even talking about it. He's a nice as fuck guy. And now you have like actors and comics who are just like outwardly like posting about all the nice shit they did.
Right. Yeah. Hey, here I am knocking on my co-star's door. I'm dropping off a Lambo.
Yeah, I mean, and I do it too. Like, I go to children's hospitals, and I'm like, I'm letting the people know I'm nice as fuck.
Awesome. Well,
if I do anything nice, nobody knows about it.
Well, you don't do anything.
By the way,
nice,
no, that's not true. I did something nice the other day.
Okay, here, get off your chest, brother. Let's hear it. Well, if you say it, you fucking.
Let me just say,
doing what you don't like.
Instantly regret it. Instantly regret it.
Instantly regret doing the nice thing?
It's become a shitstorm of I've opened up a door to a person and given an opportunity. Not even an opportunity, but like given my time as what we might call a professional, and it has backfired in the worst way.
What?
So, okay, let me try to it seems like you're guarded. You're not going to let this cat out of the bag. But it seems like...
I can do it. I just, like I said, I don't if I do a nice thing, you're not going to know about it because that's not my MO.
Yeah, nice things are true.
You're saying that you don't like to do nice things because they usually backfire onto you?
No,
like
I'm saying...
just reached out and you got your hand slapped?
No, I'm saying if I do something, I don't broadcast it. But then I said, speaking of me doing nice things, I just did something a couple weeks ago, and instantly it has become a nightmare.
Here's what it is. Here's what I think happened to Durs. Someone was like, dude, can you read my script and give me some notes? And you could stop me if I'm wrong, but this is what I think happened.
Go ahead.
And give me some notes. I'd love to hear your opinion on this. I think you're great. Durs reads it. Durs is a tough critic. He'll tell you what he's thinking. Yeah. And it's a good way to be, especially if you're trying to get notes on a project. And you gave all the notes. That person's like, nah, fuck you, you're wrong.
This is Kyle, isn't it?
Or give me more notes, or keep going with the notes. Here, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to give it back to you. Now you're like working for this person. You're like, I just wanted to do the one goddamn thing.
Let's say what if it was that, okay?
What if it
was that?
Okay.
What if a complete stranger came up to me and was like, hey, I have this thing.
It was a complete stranger?
It's about this.
Okay. Hey,
could be
we're just saying it could be.
stranger.
Could be.
Can't finish.
Complete stranger.
All right.
Okay. Sees me and is like, hey, let's say this person's like struggling, been trying to do this for years, decades.
Sure.
Nothing has hit through. Let's say they wrote a pilot that was about something that was very topical that people are talking about all the time now that I thought had social relevance. Let's say I gave them my email.
Oh, see that? Yeah, that's an issue.
Let's say they sent me the script immediately.
Allegedly.
Let's say I got a little busy with a family that's growing and said, give me a couple weeks. Let's say they didn't stop emailing me multiple times a day. Let's say finally got to it 10 days after I received it. And let's say the structure, the spelling, the professionalism of it was not great.
Atrocious.
Let's say I took a day to read and then write an email with corrections, suggestions, links to books online.
Wow, above and beyond.
Like on Amazon. Hey, this is, if you want to kind of dial this structure in, you can read this, formatting, whatever. I send this to him.
Stuff that you need to know if you want to be considered a professional level writer. You have to know these certain things.
You got to know
how Final Draft works. You have to know formatting, all this stuff.
Let's say I sent this back to this person and I say, hey, man, I'm willing to, let's say I said I'm willing to read your next draft. And they said, they go, it's on a laptop that I threw away or something, that or laptop that doesn't turn on anymore. I don't know.
God.
I don't know how to get it.
So you
and let's say I email and I go, well, you sent it to me, so send it to yourself and maybe use that to work off of. And let's say they said, come on, man, let's just get that money together. And let's say they email me the next day saying, have you found someone to buy this yet or what? and let's say the emails haven't stopped. And let's say I will for sure still help someone again.
See this to the end.
But no, absolutely not.
So that's
let's say the cards have shown themselves and I'm like, this is why this person. And also let's say that in conversations had over email and initially, things were said that if he said these in a meeting, he would instantly be canceled or asked to leave the meeting. And let's say he says that he talks that way because he's real and you know he's just joking, but what he's saying is still absolutely not okay.
Not appropriate. And
even though the topic he's writing about is very socially it's a thing that everyone's going through places across cities in America.
Yeah, this sounds like a kind of a nightmare scenario.
But that being said, I don't talk about the things I do for people. But dude, I fucking was like, let's go. Let's take a swing.
Let's go.
The worst. And this person, let's say this person has no idea.
Well, until they listen to this episode of the podcast.
Hey, if they existed and listened to this, you gotta hear me out. I fully gave you everything you need to write a next draft.
The best part of that...
Of what I think could be a promising project. And you are a person who has outstanding energy. That's what I took from our initial meeting. And let's say that I think if you just reeled things in and maybe didn't say things that were highly offensive to large groups of people, you could be a somebody.
No filter.
Okay.
Let's say that.
Let's say that.
It's been said. It's been said.
Yeah. Well, that is the thing, especially with like, you give your time. You want to do something nice for something, it's individual people. That's one thing. You're doing a nice thing for a person, but it's
that's
like
how I like to operate. By the way, just
But when you're going like, you know what, this is a charity that I believe in. I'm going to help out a little bit. I'm going to give my time. I'm going to lend my voice or my face to help push this thing forward. And then they just will not stop asking you for shit. It makes you go like, well, dang, I was trying to be a good person, but I don't want to be every 3 times a week be dealing with this like it's another job. Well, it makes you go like, I should be a shittier person and maybe not care about the XYZ.
My wife works in that arena of nonprofit and asking favors and asking people to do things for you. And she's not a pushy person. She's kind of like more of an information person, who can inform you, educate you on the thing, and make you inclined to want to help. But she's surrounded in her field by people who are more sales oriented, who are more like convincers, and this isn't her, this is where she works. This is like the field of people who are getting you to do things. They're better at convincing you like, hey, actually, if you stick around, there's another person who really wants to meet you. And you're like, oh, I got a heart out.
And you have to, and you're a piece of shit if you leave though.
Right.
Yeah. They really want to meet you, and you would be a horrible person if you left at the time that we agreed that.
And they're good at it, aren't they? They're good at it, aren't they?
Yeah, they're so good. You feel like such a piece of shit.
Right.
Make me feel like
and that's
shit.
the business. Their job is to milk you, to get the most out of you as possible.
To milk your teats.
Have you been milked before?
I don't know. Well, hey, would you guys? Do you guys
milk you?
You guys?
Would you milk
your boobs
wives,
are huge.
Girlfriends that are? Do you guys suck on the teats? You get any milk out of them? What's going on? Any milk coming out? I told Chloe, I'm like, I want to taste your titty milk. I want that. Is that gross? I don't know. To me, I'm like, I like milk.
I don't think it's gross. It's just a wild ass segue. I love it.
Yeah, my wife has had milk come out of her breasts. I don't think there's any secret. Hey, you know what? Cat's out of the bag. Yeah, milk's come out of my wife's breasts. I'm glad you're asking about it, and I'm glad we're talking about it. So yeah, if you had an opportunity with your significant other to get the milk, you want to get the milk. We've all tried the milk, but
you got to try the milk, right?
That sweet titty milk.
Why titty
not?
Milk.
But by the way, get it in the first couple days where it's called something else.
It's called
I want it fresh out the titty. I don't want to go.
No, because it changes over time. Here we go in the chat. Colostrum.
Yeah, that's
the what?
That
sounds
like
gross. I like
sweet
titty milk.
That's
like
the
first
is colostrum. It's like eggnog.
Yeah, it's like the first.
It's real thick.
The first titty drips are the most powerful titty drips.
Well, don't you want to give that to the baby? The baby needs the first titty
well,
drips.
Yeah. How are we dropping in? It's science. We know chicks.
Well, okay. All right, I feel that.
Yeah, you'll get your turn. Hey, you'll get your turn. Also, for every drop you take, you're taking one away from our Bruce Devine.
Yeah,
young female Bruce Devine.
Think of little Bruce. She's gonna need those precious drips.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Well, it's okay.
You saw me rub my face. I'm
it's
really
kind of a
excited
shit show. The whole nursing thing is a nightmare for women, and I can't believe
their titties.
Yeah, no, it seems like she's going to be bummed on it, but I bet she's going to be a little bummed that I'm going to be kind of bugging her to suck on her titties. But
here's what you got to do: convince her to get these things. They're breast pumps they're portable. You just slide them in the bra. Mm-hmm. And then they can walk around, they can go wherever they want, and then just like hit the switch on their phone, and they start going.
That shit's important.
Low.
Really? There's pumps that you could just walk around with?
I'm wearing one right now. You can't.
It's iPhone compatible.
It's down here like getting that milk.
I thought you were trying to say your man titties. How are your titties doing?
Your boobs are huge.
They're fully engorged.
Are they engorged now? I feel like it's the holiday season. That's when Durz's titties plump out a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Really I got to get back in the pool. It's getting chilly out. And then with COVID on the rise, are they going to let me?
COVID
everybody has COVID.
Dog.
Everyone has COVID now.
We had a scare. We had to cancel a bunch of like visitors, and then it turned out didn't have it.
COVID going ham right now. It's crazy.
It sucks.
But also, I feel like I don't know. If you have all your vaccines and boosters, you don't get as sick as as we were getting in the original COVID.
You're such a sheep. You're such a sheep. I can't
Tell
believe
them,
I'm hearing
preach,
you say
preach.
these words.
It's
Blake
science.
News. They should call it Blake News.
Yeah, more like Blake News.
Yeah, obviously people are still getting sick with a booster, but not as sick, and that's a good thing.
I guess.
I think
know,
that's
man.
a good thing.
Dude,
We're
Totally
just
crazy.
comedians, bro. Why are we getting so serious?
Dude, because I'm trying to talk about titty milk, and you guys don't even like. I was like really wanting to go down this. Is it sweet? Is
Yes,
it about
yes.
like what they? It's good, right?
Yes.
It rocks.
Yes, man. You get those drips. Go get that. Can you buy titty milk on the internet?
I bet there's some dark.
Yeah.
I mean, weird.
It's not even dark. It's
that.
just it's women. If you want to not use, if you're not producing and you don't want to use formula, you can buy breast.
buy other
breast
ladies'
milk.
That is
Titty milk?
wild.
Yeah.
That is
Yes.
wild.
What? That is insane.
Also-
that doesn't seem like it's a bottle. Like
Hey,
You
and
can
you
buy
just
jizz. It's just called sperm donating.
Yeah, but you can't just go online. You're saying like you go to like an
Can't you?
Amazon, you could buy
Can't you?
titty milk.
Well, it's not that, but it's yes. Can't you buy sperm online?
But it's like a bodily fluid. Like you can't buy someone's bag of blood. Like that's illegal to do, right?
No,
Well,
that's what
there's-
you do. You go to a hospital, you get someone's blood. It's called a
Blood
blood
donors.
transfusion.
I know, but I'm saying me as just a guy that wants to try titty milk. I can't just.
Adam Devine.
you can. I'm looking at breast milk, 100 ounces on eBay right now.
Oh, we got to get some. Can you mix that with some can?
You want me to see jizz for sale? Let's look it up.
Yeah, see if there's any jizz for sale because
Yeah.
I don't think you could buy jizz. It's crazy that you could buy titty milk.
We have
'cause they're gonna-
Semenax.
Why?
Well, because what if it's AIDS? It's AIDS titty milk.
Whoa, dude, Adam.
know,
Are you,
man, I don't know
are you
what-
cutting
No,
yourself
I just
open
found
and
something,
pouring it
guys.
into your bloodstream?
It's called porn sperm, artificial sperm. It comes in a tube. What the fuck is this?
So you inject that down your d hole or what?
Okay, what's the name? And let's shout them out so they can send us a box.
It's called porn sperm, artificial
sperm.
sperm. 125
what's that?
milliliter
So it's like
tube.
fake jizz?
Oh, so was it for like if you're shooting a porno and then so admittedly I'm not a big shooter. Like if I'm shooting a porno, it'd be the cum shot would be disappointing. It'd be like, oh well, all that work,
A dribbler?
all that work, and it's just like a inactive volcano.
It looks like it.
Yeah, it dropped in all that work and it's just dribbling.
It looks like it's just a lubricant that they just fucking killed it with the marketing. Yeah, I don't think it's
Okay.
actually
Oh,
like
well.
sperm.
Well, that's too bad. I'm an Astroglide guy.
Yeah, we
personally.
know that
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah,
I
but
love some Astroglide.
holy smokes, I am going down a deep dark
Dude,
tunnel.
the
We'll talk
Astroglide
about it.
bucket hat that they gave us.
Yeah?
Astroglide is now a sponsor of the podcast. They gave us an Astroglide
Yellow.
bucket hat. It's sick. I'll rock that.
Yeah.
I'll fuck up a Astroglide bucket hat.
The shirts
yeah.
are hilarious.
Here, I dropped a little link in your guys'
I mean,
chat.
my God, dude.
Honey,
And
I'm home.
of course, it's like Japanese. They do that. They release the most insane products over there.
Sorry,
They
why do you think it's Japanese?
Well,
Oh,
'cause
the
Japanese
the
lettering,
label?
or
Is
yeah,
that
the
Japanese?
lettering.
I think so.
Hold on,
I
let
think
me
it's got a
get
couple
this
languages on there.
Yeah, there's some kind of language on there that, yeah, and just a poor girl. I almost think that she didn't pose for this.
You don't think she likes that?
I feel like this is CGI'd on her face. It's just like a girl photo. It looks like a stock Getty Images photo of just a girl smiling with her eyes closed, and then they just hosed her down. I hope she got paid really well for that.
Right. Yeah,
Because that's
maybe.
not, you can't, that's rough if you didn't get paid, it's like $100 or something, and
Right.
then now your face is covered in jizz, selling.
It looks like she just went ham on a Cinnabon.
Well, she went very ham. Yeah, she doesn't look that. She looks like she's putting up with it.
Yeah, this is.
That's
You don't
not
think
it.
she's just
so
like
it's 200 milliliters of fake sperm cum, all capitalized,
Yes.
lube, water-based, creamy, lifelike, unscented semen sex lubricant. A lot of words. That's when you know it's foreign. They're just using too
They
many words.
over-describe it.
Yeah, they
Right.
like way over-describe what it is. You're like, yeah, we get that it's
Wet, juicy,
yeah, wet.
juicy vagina.
shout her out.
Dude,
Alright.
this is sick.
Well,
yeah.
hey, thanks
So-
for sharing, Blake.
So it turns
Yeah.
out, and what is Bonanza?
Bonanza?
Yeah, that's the
Oh, the
site that you
website?
said.
Bonanza.com?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Everything but the ordinary. So it's kind of like
It's like eBay for like weird shit.
things you see on TV. Remember those magazines, like things you see on TV or whatever?
Yeah, there used to be a store at my mall that was like
as seen on TV.
As seen on TV, and you go in there and it's all shit that you saw on TV, which was awesome because you're like, I'm not gonna fucking call this number, but then you go in there and you're like, maybe I need to shave.
I gotta piss so bad. Just go, just keep going.
Just go, dude.
I'm going. I just wanted to announce.
All right.
Yeah, go
Make
for
it
it.
weird. Okay, just go then. Make it weird.
What the hell, dude?
Do you think he got a little? Do you think he's pissing? Do you think he got a little chubbed up when talking about all this titty milk, and then we segued right into like
fake semen?
Fake semen, and then he got a little.
Do you think he's actually going to
crank it down a little bit?
Crank down a little bit? He's taking a stroke break?
A classic stroke break?
It's very, very possible.
And that you can't do that. Like, even though that's a great idea to relieve stress at work, we talked about this, I think, in a podcast, either 1 or 2 podcasts ago, taking a stroke break. But you can't do that nowadays. Like that. Like, I feel like maybe even 10 years ago, you could have passed that. That could have slipped past.
Sure.
HR, and they're like, hey, you know what? It would relieve stress. Here's here's a room that you could jerk off in. Go for it. This is the jerk off room.
Maybe it should start overseas. I feel like in Amsterdam or something, they could start kicking that off, and then it could be something that catches on over here in the States.
You know, I'm going, when I shoot this Pitch Perfect show, I'm going to Germany.
Dude, yes.
And I hear there's like really weird stuff over there that I'm kind of like. I've never seen anything. I'm kind of excited to see some weirdo stuff.
Like, what are we talking, like live shows or whatever? Or are you trying to get into
there's
some
like weird
raves?
sex clubs or something, like the Bergheim or something. I think I've been told that, and that's like a famous like techno like dance club place.
Bergheim.
I believe so. I think it's Bergheim, and it's like a famous German Berlin like techno club that everyone's told me about. And there's like, I guess in the basement is like where weird shit goes down. You can't unsee it. I had some bro who's like, you can't unsee it, bro. Which I hate when people say that, because you can't unsee anything. It's weird.
Yeah,
right?
anything you see,
everything you see, you can't unsee. You saw it. But see ya. But evidently, like really weird stuff goes down, and I'm kind of like, well, what would shock me? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, this is weird. I just looked it up, Bergheim, and the actual building looks like a prison. It looks scary.
It might
as
have been,
fuck.
Or worse. Where is this? Germany?
Yeah, in Berlin. It could have been even worse. But evidently, it's like super exclusive. Like they only allow a certain amount of people in, and it runs from like Friday at like 10 p.m. to Sunday at like 6 a.m. on Monday or whatever.
It's open the whole time?
That whole time. And people stay there that whole time.
Right.
I think there might be drugs involved, but...
Probably.
But I've been told by multiple people that, like, you'll just show up and you're there and you're like, hey. And they're like, nah, get the fuck out of the line. Not you.
It's like Studio 54.
Yeah.
You're not getting in here with that shirt on.
Yeah,
I said you're not getting in here with that shirt on.
Take it off.
Is that the best trailer moment?
What
ever?
Trailer was that from?
We'll circle back.
So anyways, I was just like, well, I don't know, like, what is going to shock me there? Or if it'll just be like, that's some weird shit. For sure.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I would, if I saw it live, like I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet, but seeing shit live and this is a great segue to theater.
Yeah.
But
I think it's not the seeing it, it's the smelling of it.
Right.
That you're just good. That's what you can't unsmell that.
Or like a little splash. You're involved now suddenly.
Yeah, suddenly
splash
if you're
zone.
I want to steer clear of the splash zone.
Definitely show up in a little raincoat for sure.
Or maybe I come and I'm covered in this fake sperm cum lube, water-based, creamy, lifelike, unscented semen sex lubricant.
Yeah, it's like
I just hose myself with it, and that's how I show up to the front door, and they're like, for sure, you guys can come in.
This happened to me when I lived...
yes, Chloe has me on a collar or something, like a collar and a leash, and then I'm just hose myself with this stuff, and they're like, all right, well, you guys can...
I think you'll be okay. This would happen to me in West Hollywood when I lived there years ago. When you make eye contact with somebody who you definitely, like somebody who's like shitting on the side of the road and you're looking, you're like, oh my God. And then they turn somehow and lock eyes with you and you're like, oh fuck. And now you haven't had a moment. You've both shared a moment.
Yeah.
And then maybe they hand you a screenplay and maybe, right? No, but just don't lock eyes with somebody when they're in the basement doing something.
Yeah, steer clear of the eyes. The portal to the soul.
But I don't know. I feel like at those weird performance art things, they're trying to get you to look in the eyes. They want you to soul link with them, and they just because they know they probably fucking live for that shit, knowing you'll never forget them. Yeah, it was a similar situation.
It was second grade. Kyle was shitting on the floor, and you guys locked eyes.
Kyle was like the Gigi Allen of Silverwood Elementary. It was crazy.
Topical.
Lots of scat play and cutting himself. It was cool, man.
Cool. That is cool. That is cool of you guys. Are there any take
Like
backs, any apologies, any giveaways?
Any friend if you could take back making friends with one person, I got to take back, and I think we all know what it could have been.
What's that?
If it happened.
Okay. Yeah, who knows if that happened or not, and you would like to take that back in case it did.
Yeah.
And I understand that.
And by the way, it's not going to stop me from doing something similar in the future with anybody, but
anyone else.
This one didn't pan out.
Well, you never know. You never know when a good deed will punch you in the face.
Right. What?
Yeah, you never know when you do a good deed and it'll hose you down with some fake jizz.
Now I might just need to get maybe if I would have needed to get a restraining order.
Maybe.
Well, we're just happy that you're doing good deeds and not telling anybody about it, and you know that's big of you. It's really big of you.
That is really cool of you.
I guess I'm gonna just give a special shout out to www.bonanza.com. Go on over there and get yourself some. What is it? Saya lubricant, fake sperm cum lube.
Huge.
Who would have known?
Huge play. Good call. Good call on giving them their due.
Is it called Saya? What? I don't even see one. Oh, Saya. SIYI.
Saya.
20 Well, I call it 20 milligrams fake sperm cum lube, water-based, creamy, lifelike, unscented semen sex lubricant.
Right. That is what it's called.
I love that they're giving a discount on this website for 5% off.
Well, get it.
5% off.
Dude, it goes a long way.
It was 1987. And now it's 1888. That is 5% off. What a deal they're throwing over there.
We get it.
What a deal they're throwing over there at Bonanza. Well, what an insane. Give like a 10. I've never even seen 5%. Give 10% if you're going to give a discount.
You've never seen fake sperm either, so.
Yeah, that's true.
This is huge. This is a huge discount in that world.
Have you guys clicked through the other photos? They're like spraying it on the inside of a strawberry.
Why?
What?
Why are they
click on the multiple photos?
That's a different product. That's women orgasm lubricant.
Oh yeah,
spray
actually,
gel.
this is pretty sick. I'm looking at a.
I told you. That's why my
bathing
shout out.
baby. Listen to this one.
They filled like a condom with it. It's like I don't think that's what it's for.
So right below it, it's those pornos where they're drinking out of a condom. Maybe they want to do that.
Well, sure. Or maybe it's for guys that they literally it's just dust comes out. So they quickly, and then they'll pull out, squirt a little bit in the condom and be like, oh, look at how much. And then they show it off. They're like, hey, babe, look at how much I actually came in this condom.
Yeah, you turn the lights on just for a moment and go, okay, lights back off. Lights back off.
It's definitely weird because I think what Dirge is talking about is down on the other bar. It's more from this seller. And then it's bathing baby toy pipeline.
Well, no, read the whole thing. Right below the semen whatever is the bathing baby toy pipeline water spray shower game bathroom shower kids toy.
Yeah,
which actually looks off the chain.
Wet juicy bath toy.
It does look really cool. It looks like something that you put in their shower, and it's like there's all these ducks.
I'm getting it for our brews.
Yeah. Well, and it's cool that we're getting it from this seller. Like this seller knows what people want. They know that who the demo for this fake jizz is. It's like for parents. They're looking to spice it up. They probably were just talking about titty milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys see the Toy Gun Electric Burst 80 round soft bullet gun on outdoor children's toys?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Dude, it's badass. Shoots 80 rounds.
Ultimate Nerf gun that this seller is selling along with fake jizz. This person knows it's got a really cool Asian child.
Not to mention 5% off.
With 5% off, wearing safety goggles so you know it's real. This seller really knows what's up. I'd like to give flowers to this seller.
Are you going to say their
Bonanza.
name?
If I could pronounce it or find it, I would say
Luxury _Geese Booth.
Yes. Yeah, GI ' Booth.
Yeah.
They've had 8. They're a top-rated seller with 8 transactions. I don't know if I trust Bonanza.
They're taking PayPal.
Yeah. How can you say you're a top-rated seller and you only have 8 transactions? It feels
Bonanza,
like
baby.
They've got a buyer protection pledge here. Come on.
Yeah. It's a very exclusive club, man. But
You know what?
get into it, guys. Bonanza.com.
I don't talk about the things I do, but maybe I just bought a whole bunch of things from this guy. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
from luxury_geese.
He seems like he cares. He's struggling. I'm going to help him out. Maybe.
It's good
Hey guys,
stuff.
and that was another episode of
This
is
important.
important.